Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. It's good to see you. Thanks for watching. So, on Tuesday, July 3rd, at midnight, 12:04 to be exact, I saw the latest Spider-Man movie, The Amazing Spider-Man. I gotta say, I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. What does this have to do with Superman? Fantastic. It was really good. I had a couple of issues with it, having to do with there were points where I felt like I was watching a movie I had already seen, and the reason for this is this whole reboot idea. And the reason that it has to do with Superman is that I've already heard many times people complaining about the idea that it looks like we're going to be rebooting Superman again. And with Superman Returns, we already saw a redo of maybe the first Donner Superman, where Lex Luthor was the main villain. He wanted land. He was trying to create real estate for himself. He stole kryptonite from a place. He used it on Superman. A lot of the plot elements that were present in Superman Returns seemed to be borrowed, pilfered, if you will, in certain instances from the original Superman the movie. Now I hear fans saying that with Man of Steel having Zod in it, it looks like they may be rehashing Superman 2 and redoing that, possibly, you know, with better technology, better effects, and hopefully a grittier feel that doesn't detract from who Superman is or make him a different character than what he's always meant to be. All could be good things. Now, nobody wants to see an over and over again rehash of the same material, and the reason that I bring up Spider-Man and the reason that I say I enjoyed it, but I still had a sense of, haven't I already seen this before, is that it really had a lot more reboot material, origin material than I thought it would. I knew we were going to kind of re-see some of these things, but we didn't just re-see them like in flashback or in small bits. It really was for an hour or the first half of the movie, us re-meeting Peter Parker, re-seeing how he becomes Spider-Man, you know, re-seeing his whole thing with Uncle Ben, and a number of things, Flash Thompson, which I enjoyed, and I enjoyed the method in which they were shown, and in a lot of cases it was different than we've seen before. But I can see where people are a little bit trepidatious about seeing another redo of an origin that seemingly everybody knows. For me, there's a difference with Superman because it's been over 30 years since people have had a mainstream movie version of the origin of Superman. That still doesn't mean that people don't already know what it is, but it hasn't been covered in quite a long time in live action movie form, and it looks to me, from what I've heard, that they're not actually doing a straight up origin story either. It looks like he might be already grown with some flashbacks, but who knows exactly what they're going to do. And it's not, for me, I don't think it's going to be as hard to take as Spider-Man, because it hasn't been as long since we saw the origin story with Tobey Maguire 10 years ago. So the movie Spider-Man, I think you should see it. I think it was great. I love superheroes, and I would say that probably in terms of morality and heroic greatness, I think that Spider-Man's probably second on my list of favorite superheroes. But I'll see any superhero movie. I like them all, and I hope that Man of Steel lives up to what we're all hoping for. And in seeing The Amazing Spider-Man, even though it kind of is a reboot and maybe they use some of the same material that might turn some people off, again, just like with Avengers, just like with Iron Man, just like with all these modern superhero movies that are being made so well, being taken so seriously, and doing so well, I am heartened, because I feel like if they can all do it, there's no reason why the greatest superhero of all time, and definitely the #1 guy in the DC arsenal, not you know, according to the creators who all love Batman, but the one everybody knows, the one everybody's always loved, the guy who inspires everybody else, Superman, can't also have a great re-debut, as they say. So let's look forward to that. Check out Spider-Man. Check out every superhero movie. Keep checking them out because we want to see, Superman or not, more superhero movies. We want this to keep going. People have talked about, is the age of superhero movies over? Is it dwindling? I don't think so, based on the success of Avengers. And it looks like Spidey's going to do pretty decent numbers as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, with great power comes great responsibility.